Hello, Taja. It's good to have you here again today, and your mom. It's good to have you here. We're gonna go over what we found when we did all of the examinations on her. Do you remember what we did? What did I do?
You made me stand still.
Yeah, I made you stand still, and I looked at your posture, and I made you stand on one leg and balance and different things. So that's good to remember some of the stuff that we did. So, have you ever seen this? So, what we did when we examined her is we were checking the spine for different things to see if it was subluxated. Do you know what a subluxation is?
Right, that's when it gets out of alignment and the messaging doesn't happen very well.
Right. So you look at this, you can see all the yellow here? Those are your nerves. And they come out of your spine and they go down to your fingertips and all the way down to your toes. So they're pretty much all over your body. And so when these nerves can get interrupted, it goes into the spine, and there's a little bit of communication that doesn't happen when something goes out of alignment. That's called a subluxation. So in your case, when I checked you and went through your body, you had some misalignment right here by your skull, right there at the back of your head, which is causing some of your balance issues. And then again down here, I'm going to show you this one on this because it has pictures of the different organs of our body. And you come down and there's one for thoracic number 4, which helps to control your breathing and your heart. And you've been having problems with asthma and breathing, and so when we fix this subluxation, it will help you to breathe properly, and you might not have to use that inhaler anymore after a while. Would you like that? Yeah. So the first thing that I'm going to answer today is, what can chiropractic do for you? And the good thing is that I know it will help you. And we talked a little bit about some of the issues that you're having with balance, not being able to stand on one leg. When we did the testing, you could only do it for less than a second. We want to improve that to where you can do it for at least 30 seconds on each leg. Think that would be good to be able to be balanced? The next thing is we go through all of the different things that we found, and I have your file here, and we have different things that we went through, different tests that we did. And like I was telling you, you were out on this part, was out. It's called the occiput.
That was out?
Yeah, this was out of place. It was your head was turned like this to the right quite a bit, and then we come down, and you can count them down if you want to see where the next one is. But here we go. This is called the cervicals, which is your neck. And so we go down, and there's 7 cervical vertebrae. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we have what we call your thoracic vertebrae. And your next one was out on number 4, so we're going to go down 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, so right here. So this area you were having problems from 4 to about right here, we're all pretty stuck and subluxated. And this area is the area, if you look here, that controls your heart and your lungs. And so when you have problems with asthma and that, a lot of times this is out of place. And we found through chiropractic research that when people get adjusted here, that their asthma will go away. Now everybody is different, so how long it takes may be different. And then the other thing I found when I checked you was that your pelvis, and that's your hips, and the lower vertebrae here were out of place and misaligned, which is also one of the reasons that you were having problems with balance. So I have come up with a plan to correct these subluxations and help you so that you can function the way you're supposed to. Now, the next thing is, how much is that gonna cost? Because everybody wants to know how much
I
it
don't
will
have
cost.
money.
You probably don't wanna know, but your mom wants to know how much it will cost. So, I've done some research on this and come up with a plan, and I have some research articles here that I've printed out, and I'm gonna give you one of these that tells you a little bit about the management of ADHD with kids and chiropractic, and all of these articles that I have tell you a lot about the results that chiropractic has got with this type of issue and how to fix it. And the research has shown that it can take anywhere from 13 to 30 visits to really help a child get through this. And so what I've come up with is a plan, and we're gonna go in different stages and we have different goals to accomplish what we need to do. Now, before I tell you that plan, I would like to know what you want to get out of it for your daughter.
$1.
Well, I think the goal would be to manage some of her health and her other things that are keeping her from doing well in school without medications, because I don't think the medications are a good idea for kids.
Yeah, and I did get her medical file and I did go through it. And I saw some different issues in there, and one of them was the asthma, and another one was, I think it was eczema. And I know that through chiropractic, we can help both of those issues really well, besides the ADHD. It may take a little more time, but I know with these treatments, we can do that. Now, I've set up a plan, and what I would like to do is I'd like to see her 3 times a week. And with that, we're gonna do some adjustments with the vertebrae and the spine, and then another part of the plan is that we're gonna have her doing some different neurological exercises to help her with the balance and the focus. And that'll be just, we're gonna try and make it fun for her, where we're gonna have her do some balance exercises while we toss her a ball back and forth. And eventually I'd like to get where we use a ball that has different letters and things on it, and she has to identify the letter as I toss it to her. And then she has to throw it back while she's standing on one leg. Think you can do that?
No.
I think you can. We'll get you where you can do it. And there's different ways that we do this, and then there's progressions to it, so it's gonna advance as you get stronger and we get those muscles working the way they're supposed to. So you have any questions? All right, what's your question? Nothing? All right. You have any
Which
questions?
meant
I guess just, from what I understand, you say that there is a way to track progress, so that we know
Yes.
how we're going, that's good, so it's not kind of like just out there somewhere.
What I'm gonna do when we get through to a certain point, so after 4 weeks of treating her, we're gonna measure and do the exams again, and then I can show you the progress that she's made. And the other thing is the cost. So each visit for the adjustments is $40, and then for the exercise, the neurological exercises, that's gonna be another $20. So that's a total of $60 a visit. So 30 visits is what I'm basing it on, comes to $1,800. Is that something you think you can do? I know you have Medicare,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah,
I've got to check on that and make
Right.
sure what they cover. And
right,
I will let you know. I believe that they will cover everything we're doing.
yeah, let's
but
check
I
it.
gotta double check.
It depends on diagnosis codes, and I know they have really weird rules about what they will and won't cover. We have the
Yeah.
same problem with dental, so.
So if it's something that they will cover, then we can get going on it.
Yeah, let's see what we can do.
All right,
So,
well, if there isn't any other questions, then we'll get started on it.
Tamara had put her body in the